Today, there are at least 102 overseas police stations operating on behalf of Chinese authorities in 53 countries. 2 U.S. citizens were arrested in April in New York, Harry Liu Zhenwang and Chen Jinping. Both have been accused by the Justice Department of operating an underground police station out of a community center in New York's Chinatown on behalf of the Chinese government. In its complaint, the Justice Department alleged the defendants were directed to do the PRC's bidding, including helping the Chinese government locate a pro-democracy dissident living in California. The People's Republic of China, through its repressive security apparatus, established a secret physical presence in New York City to monitor and intimidate dissidents and those critical of its government, Assistant Attorney General Matthew Olsen said in a statement following the arrests. He added that the PRC's actions go far beyond the bounds of acceptable nation-state conduct. We will resolutely defend the freedoms of all those living in our country from the threat of authoritarian repression. But it's hard to know the full extent of what their work entailed. The men last fall admitted to deleting text exchanges with the Chinese government after they learned the FBI was investigating the police station. Generally, these outposts aren't staffed by official police officers. On the surface, they operate as administrative centers servicing the needs of Chinese citizens abroad, issuing driver's licenses, and providing other consular-type services. They first began to appear in 2016 when pilot programs were launched overseas. These stations, located in ethnically Chinese and Asian neighborhoods like Manhattan's Chinatown, seem to offer a facade of civilian activities to allow for Chinese government operations that are considered too risky for official Chinese diplomats to undertake. Behind the scenes, researchers say they're working to persuade dissidents to return to China, a common practice. Last year, a Chinese official said that 210,000 people suspected of fraud were persuaded to return to China in 2021 as part of a crackdown on telephone scams. Chinese dissidents around the world say they've been contacted by local stations urging them to go back to China, where they are likely to face persecution. Likely prompted by the report published by researchers at the NGO Safeguard Defenders, many governments, Germany, the UK, Netherlands, and Canada, have been opening investigations into these outposts, although at a slower pace than many activists would like. Laura Harth, a campaign director at Safeguard Defenders, told Politico last month that many European governments were not taking this issue seriously at all. In the US, FBI Director Christopher Wray told a Senate hearing in November that he was aware of the New York operation and was very concerned about it. Following the arrests made in April, the FBI is now on the search for similar outposts that could be operating in the US. The agency has also launched a website where the public can alert them of such activities. The Chinese Foreign Ministry continues to deny the existence of these police stations altogether. Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin in April called the U.S. allegations slanders and smears, adding there are simply not so-called overseas police stations.